dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, yo? It's KB the Sexy Ninja. Almost died trying to drink a Diet Coke Lime. I love this soda. I know I shouldn't be drinking soda. I know soda, diet especially, is not really good for you, but I will if I can get this to be my sponsor, Diet Coke Lime, brother. But I took a quick sip and nearly choked to death. I was like, But what up, y'all? It's KMV, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. We're talking about Deadline 2025 in the bag. Vic Booker on commentary. We in San Antonio, Texas. A lot of stuff happened on this show. There was only 5 matches. And I will say I just love the Iron Survivor Challenge match. Because the drama, of the time clock counting down and everyone's kind of getting in all their stuff, and the penalty box, it's just a really great concept of a match. I remember when this thing was first introduced, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I like this that much. But no, especially once you get in that last 10 minutes, you're just like, oh shit, oh god, So we started off the show though with Obafemi, the ruler, versus Ricky Saints. And the winner of this match, besides being the champion and whatnot, they also will face Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, December 13th. So next Saturday, this Saturday, time traveling here. So big opportunities, And I really enjoyed this match. It was a back and forth battle. I did not expect Oba to get that championship back. No way, no how, nah. And I thought after this, the ruler would go on into the sunset and hit the main roster. No. But judging by how tonight went, I see the route we're taking, because New Year's Evil is January 6th. And this is the start of something fresh and new. And Obafemi was the Iron Survivor Challenge winner last year. So keep that in mind. Please. This is the last PLE of the year, 2025. Then we're going to 2026. So much going on. But yes, a battle nonetheless between Ricky and Oba. And I loved after Oba gets to win, Ricky Saints got a little respect. But Ricky now is in his head. Because he was good enough to beat Oba once, but he wasn't good enough to beat Oba twice. So Soul is backstage. She's talking to Zarya, who's not there tonight. She's like, hey, I got my match up next. The Women's Iron Survivors match is next. Then we have Hank and Tank. They're in Japan. They're the GHC Tag Team Champions in Noah Pro Wrestling. Pretty cool, man. Shout out to Hank and Tank. I hope they bring the gold. Well, they're going to show up on NXT this week. So, So, we go into the Iron Survivors match here. Kendall Gray versus Lola Vice versus Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace. Oh my gosh. This is my match of the night. More than the men's. I mean, the men's was good, but man, the women brought it here. I had so much damn fun. This was just an awesome match, man. Back and forth battle. I was like, who's going to win this thing? Who am I rooting for? Well, I kind of was like in the corner of Lola Vice and Sol Ruka. But when Kendall Gray got the win overall, scoring the most points, I was like, whoa, Kendall Gray? Okay. Kendall Gray. I didn't expect that, and especially with the caliber of superstars in this match. Especially Jordan Grace. Like, why were we not pulling the trigger on her yet? You know, we sure pulled the trigger on Stephanie and Julia when we got her in. Then we signed Jordan Grace, who was a big hot ticket because she was in the Royal Rumble and everything, you know, being a former TNA Knockout champion and this and that. Like, I don't know when they're going to pull the trigger on her, but her and Kalani Jordan still have beef. So I'm wondering, like, we're going to go tell that story a little bit more between those two fighting each other. So I get that. But yeah, then here comes my girl JC. They're going to face, Kendall Gray's going to face JC Jane at New Year's Evil. Then Ava's with Blake Monroe. Blake has an open challenge for Tuesday. Whoever wants to answer can come and, you know, try. I'm excited to see who's going to answer the challenge. And I love me some Blake Monroe. Then we go right into Sarah and Miles Bournes in the men's Iron Survivors match. He's ready. Then we go back. Kalani and Jordan are still fighting. They're brawling all through the back, trying to, you know, lay waste to each other. So, awesomeness. I am excited to see their match. I believe they're going to fight this Tuesday, but I feel like it needs a stipulation, in my opinion. Or I think it's this Tuesday, unless they face each other at New Year's Evil, which you could build to, like a last woman standing match, a cage match. This feud between these two need a stipulation at some point. Then we go into the North American Championship match, Mr. Iguana versus Ethan Page. I love Ethan Page. I like Mr. Iguana. I think it's cute. I think it's awesome for this character and whatnot, but I just can't take it serious. I just really can't, and maybe I'm not supposed to. When he wrestles, it kind of infuriates me. You know, it's like he's playing dead and doing this and that. I'm like, I can't see you ever winning a championship, and frankly, I don't see you winning this at all. So, and I was right. Ethan Page got the win, but yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was nothing. I was entertained for the most part. Then we get Sarah with Kendall Gray and Ren backstage, and here comes Soul. You know, Kendall Gray has her big match. Soul's just like, well, you know, I still got to fight, even though Zarya, you know, me and her have our stuff. We just got to figure it out. But I like the fact that, you know, Ren Sinclair, she's so entertaining. She's so great. Then we get Dark State backstage. They're hyping up their boy there. They're hyping up Mr. Dion. And here comes Obafemi. And I love what Obafemi said to Dion. He goes, I got my part of the job done. Now it's up to you. And I was like, damn, dog, he's sending a message clear across. I was like, oh my God, I love Oba. Then we go into Izzy versus Tatum. Another match I just didn't care for. I like Izzy. I like Tatum. The culling thing, they kind of help, and Izzy got the win. Yeah, Ricky and Javon are backstage, and then we finally get Shiloh Hill. This was like his second video package. He will have his debut wrestling match on Tuesday. Tuesday. You know, Mr. Dark Weber here. My wife's a big fan of Shiloh Hill. Like, when she saw that package, she goes, well, I guess I'm watching NXT now. And I'm like, oh, cool. We won't just talk about Raw and main roster stuff, and hopefully she finds some new characters here, well, some new superstars here that she'll fall in love with, because there's a lot in NXT. Now the men's Iron Survivor match. We have Javon versus Leon versus Joe versus Miles versus Dion, and it is a battle, and it is fun, and this picked up right in the last 5 minutes, to the point where I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh my God, who's gonna win? Who? So it was back and forth, and poor Booker T got taken out, headphones off and everything. And after the dust settles, it was Javon Evans for the win. So take that into note, because Oba was the winner last year. Javon's the winner this year. Javon and Oba had that big match where we all thought Javon was going to take out Oba. No. So Oba gets title back. Oba faces Javon at New Year's Evil. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest bouncy one in the room? Question mark, because we have a return. Tony D'Angelo is back. And he looks great. He looks scary. And he was staring down Oba after he took out Javon Evans. So I was like, oh, you trying to swerve me, Shawn Michaels. I am not swerved, but I am intrigued. So that's the way we end the show. New Year's Evil, January 6th and December 13th. Saturday night's main event. John Cena's final match, and it's against Gunther. So, all right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of Deadline 2025. Vic Booker on commentary. We're in San Antonio, Texas. And I give it a solid 3 out of 5. Match of the night is the Women's Iron Survivors match. I was very surprised, too, about that. Moment of the night goes to Tony D'Angelo. Looking scary. What did he throw on Javon? Was that flowers? Or was that napkins? It looked like napkins. He's like, here, bouncy mess. All right, y'all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with the movement. I am KB, Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
There is so